My worth is not in what I own.
Hi, my name is Zach White and I play guitar for Keith and Kristen Getty. Today I'm going to show you an alternate guitar part for their song, My Worth Is Not in What I Own. The first video I ever made for the guitar instruction on their page was actually for this song, before or a little bit after, I can't remember, of the Greengrass Sessions album. A few years later, we were doing the Facing a Task Unfinished album, and Fanon, the other guitarist, came up with this arrangement. We've had a number of people request instruction on this arrangement and to show how we play it. It's a nice sound. I really love what he put together. Now I'll say that this is a little bit more advanced of a technique, so if you consider yourself a beginner or you just want to get the bare bones of how the song works, I would recommend that original video. For those of you up for the challenge, this song requires some knowledge of fingerstyle techniques and alternate tunings. If you're familiar with DADGAD tuning, this is the exact same, just down one more whole step in the key of C. So it's C, G, C, F, G, C. There are a lot of different ways you could explain DADGAD. I myself am very visual, and I like to think that I'm in standard tuning even as I play DADGAD and just transpose in my head. Some people like to talk about frets and numbers. That's probably going to be the most accurate, although somewhat confusing. I hope you can follow along. At the end of the day, if you're in the right tuning and you put your finger in the same place I am, you'll be okay. If I refer to strings from top to bottom, or 1 to 6, I'm referring to the highest pitch as the top, or string 1, and the lowest pitch as string 6, or the bottom. I'll play the intro so you're familiar with the sound, and then I'll go back and explain it. So we start with an open chord and a slide. Take your ring finger and slide up to fret 4 here on the 4th string, and then an open chime. Throughout this song, these top 2 strings pretty much only chime. You rarely ever fret them. So if you get a little confused by the visual of what I'm actually playing, these 2 strings are almost always open. So we slide up to the 4th fret, ring finger on the 4th string, and then I place my first finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Then I slide up to 2nd finger, 4th string on the 5th fret, and then the 1st finger, 3rd string, 4th fret. Chime again, and then back to the opening. Right here we're going to do a pull off, and we're going to pull off from our ring finger to our index finger to an open string, and that's on frets 4, 2, and open on the 4th string. When you play the open string, you're going to have to push down with your index finger and really pull off to let that string ring, like so. You could play it again with your right hand, but I like the sound actually of it rolling off the finger. Then we're going to move over. Right there, that's strings 5, 4, and 3, with string 5 being fretted on number 2 right there. Then back to the opening. So here it is all together one more time. You continue to play that underneath the voice. Here's how that sounds.
My worth is not in what I own, not in the strength of flesh and bone.
Keep going. When you come to the words costly wounds of love, you land on the 6 minor chord. Looks like that. Then you come back to the riff. At the cross. Now we come to the chorus. We tend to strum through this section. You can play the chords a variety of different ways. I will say, though, that leaving the top 2 strings to chime actually works very well in creating that very open, vibrant, ambient sound. And then when you hit the end of the chorus, you're back to the riff once again. Here's how it sounds.
I rejoice in my Redeemer, greatest treasure, wellspring spring of my soul. I will trust in Him, no other. My soul is satisfied in Him alone.
The walk-up that we talked about in the original video and the bass line is still there.
My soul is satisfied in Him alone.
We also changed the chords in the solo section, just to change things up and to give a new basis for Maggie to create a solo. The chords I tend to play when we hit the solo section look like this.
To wonders here that I confess.
When you're back into the last verse, play that same riff as the outro, and that's it. I hope this was helpful and possibly fun for some of you. I really love this arrangement that Fanon put together. It's really gorgeous, and getting to play in an alternate tuning is something we don't get to take advantage of very often as worship leaders. Always feel free to check out gettymusic.com for other hymns and possible resources that your church may need. Thank you for watching.